नमस्कार, मैं अर्जुन मेघवाल, लेक्चरर कंप्यूटर साइंस एंड इंजीनियरिंग। आज हम बात करेंगे कंप्यूटर साइंस थर्ड ईयर का एक ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक, प्रोग्राम एंड सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट, और उसी का एक दूसरा टॉपिक है सॉफ्टवेयर क्राइसिस। देखते हैं। तो सबसे पहले कि व्हाट इज़ सबसे पहली जो बात करते हैं वो ये है कि प्रोग्राम और सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट के अंदर मेजर क्या डिफरेंस होता है। तो जैसे आप प्रोग्राम्स लिखेंगे तो प्रोग्राम्स भी एक स्मॉल पीस ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट का होता है। सॉफ्टवेयर जब प्रोडक्ट की बात करेंगे तो ये टर्म्स हैं, ये वास्ट सेंस के अंदर हम यूज करेंगे। उसकी पूरी सॉफ्टवेयर की डेवलपमेंट, इसके अलावा रिमेनिंग जो एसोसिएटेड पार्ट्स होते हैं उसके, जैसे उसके यूज़र इंटरफेसेस, उसका डॉक्यूमेंटेशंस, ऑपरेटिंग जो प्रोसीजर्स हैं वो, तो ये सारे जो पार्ट्स मिलके प्रोग्राम प्लस में गुड यूज़र इंटरफेस, प्लस में ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर्स, प्लस में डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, ये सारे के सारे जो कंपोनेंट्स मिलके आपके सॉफ्टवेयर एक प्रोडक्ट बनता है। जबकि सॉफ्टवेयर जो प्रोग्राम है वो उसी सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट का एक पार्ट है। तो डेफिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से अगर हम इसको देखें तो प्रोग्राम को हम इस तरह से डिफाइन कर सकते हैं कि मैनी पीपल इक्वेटेड द टर्म सॉफ्टवेयर विद द कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम्स। Programs are developed by individuals for their personal use. They are generally small in size and have limited functionality. The author of the programs himself uses and maintains his program. These usually do not have a good user interface and lack of the proper documentation. Whereas the software product have multiple users and therefore should have a good user interface, proper operating procedures, and good documentation support. So program is just a part of that, may be the individual part of any individuals. It may be the small piece of program for individual purpose, it may be the piece of small programs of the software products. So it is in a smaller and narrow sense when we are talking about the programs. So it's reflect in the narrow sense, while when we are talking about the software products, it stands in wide sense. So how we can combine these all? तो ये इस तरह से एक डायग्राम के अंदर हम इसको समझने का प्रयास करते हैं कि जो सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट होता है, जो फाइनल जो रिज़ल्ट होता है, वो ये जो चार कंपोनेंट्स हैं, प्रोग्राम्स और यूज़र इंटरफेस, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन एंड जो ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर्स हैं, दीज आर द मेन कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ द सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट्स। जब हम इसकी बात करेंगे हाउ वी कैन डेवलप ए सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट्स, उसके अंदर भी कई सारी चीज़ें हैं। रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग्स हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन गैदरिंग्स हैं, डिज़ाइनिंग की हैं, उसमें फ्लो डायग्राम बनता है, है ना, डेटा DFD है, डेटा फ्लो डायग्राम्स बनते हैं। इसके बाद उसकी डिज़ाइनिंग होती हैं, फिर टेस्टिंग होती हैं, मल्टी लेवल टेस्टिंग्स होती हैं। सो वो एक डिफरेंट पार्ट है। तो मोटे तौर पे हम अगर इसको समझें कि एक प्रोग्राम और सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट के अंदर क्या मेजर फ़र्क है, वो इस डायग्राम के माध्यम से हम इजीली समझ सकते हैं। वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड इजीली विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस डायग्राम। A software product has a large number of users. It must be properly designed, carefully implemented, and properly tested. Any program is a subset of the software. any program is a subset of the software and it becomes a software only if documentation in operating procedures manuals are prepared. Programs consist of a set of instructions which is a combination of the source code and object code. Documentation consists of various varieties of the manuals as shown below. तो इसके अंदर ये जो चीज़ें हैं कि जो आपका डॉक्यूमेंटेशन कंसिस्ट ऑफ वेराइटी ऑफ मेन्यूज, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन में क्या चीज़ रहेगी, एनालिसिस या स्पेसिफिकेशन। एनालिसिस या स्पेसिफिकेशन को हम 3 पार्ट के अंदर और सब डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, फॉर्मल स्पेसिफिकेशन और कंटेंट डायग्राम्स, डेटा फ्लो डायग्राम्स। डिज़ाइन को भी हम 2 पार्ट्स में सब डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, फ्लो चार्ट्स, एंटिटी रिलेशनशिप डायग्राम्स। इम्प्लीमेंटेशन को हम 2 पार्ट में अगेन डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, सोर्स कोड लिस्टिंग एंड क्रॉस रेफरेंस लिस्टिंग। एंड टेस्टिंग को भी हम 2 पार्ट में कर सकते हैं कि टेस्ट डेटा लेवल पे भी हम कर सकते हैं और टेस्ट हम रिजल्ट लेवल भी कर सकते हैं, यानी कि आपकी वाइट बॉक्स टेस्टिंग एंड आपकी ब्लैक बॉक्स टेस्टिंग। ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसेस कंसिस्ट ऑफ द इंस्ट्रक्शंस to set up and use the system and instructions on how to meet the system failures. ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर को हम 2 पार्ट में सब डिवाइड करते हैं, एक आपका है यूज़र मैन्यूल एंड दूसरा वो है आपका ऑपरेशनल मैन्यूल्स। एंड यूज़र मैन्यूल इज ऑल्सो सब डिवाइडेड इन 3 पार्ट्स in which one is your system overview, second one is the beginner's guide tutorials, third one is the reference guide. In operational modules also we can subdivide it into 2 parts, installation guide, system administration guide. Generally software products are too large and they cannot be developed by a single programmer. Therefore software products are developed by a group of software engineers. Software engineers are concerned with developing a software product, whereas programmers are concerned with writing the programs. Development of the software product remains a well-defined and systematic methodologies. So well-defined, well-structured and systematic methodologies are used in developing the software products. While in case of the programs, so it is a small written by any developers or users, without which a software developer team would not be able to produce an appropriate software products. इस पूरी जो ऊपर हमने बातें की हैं, इन सारों को इट वी समराइज्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द tabular forms. So on the basis of the features and the characteristic of the programs and software product, we can define in this way: program and software product. So program is a set of instructions written in the programming language used to execute for a specific task or particular function. While in case of software product, program is a set of instructions written in the programming language used to execute for a specific task or particular function. Categories: a program does not have further categorization. Software can be categorized into 2 categories: application software and system software. Flexibility: a program cannot be software, software can be the programs. A program consists of a set of instructions which are coded in programming language like C, C++, PHP, Java, and etc. Software consists of the bundles of programs and data files. Programs in specific software use these data files to perform a dedicated type of a task. User interface: programs do not have a user interface. Software product: every software has a dedicated user interface. Development: a program is developed and used by either a single programmer or a group of programmers. Software is developed by either a single programmer or a group of programmers, mostly developed by a team of software engineers. Compilation, a program is compiled every time when we need to generate some output from it. Whole software is compiled, tested and debugged during the development process. Functionality and features, program has limited functionality and less features. While software product, software has lot of the functionality and features such as GUI, graphical user interface, input output data process, etc. Dependability, program functionality is dependent on compiler. Software functionality is dependent on the operating systems. Creation time, a program takes less time to build or make or generate. Software takes relatively more time to build, develop, make when compared to the programs. Development approach, program developed approach is the unprocedural, unorganized and unplanned, while in the case of the software product, software development approach is systematic, organized and very well planned. Size, when we are talking about the size of the program ranges from kilobytes to megabytes. The size of the software product ranges from the megabytes to the gigabytes. So these are the basic difference between the program and software products. Now we move to the next topic, which is very important in the case of software engineering or development of any software, and that topic is software crisis. It is very important, the software crisis. So move to the next. So before move to the next slides, what is software crisis? The term software crisis was coined by some attendees at the first NATO Software Engineer Conference in 1968 in Garmisch, Germany. Software crisis is a term used in early days of computer science for difficulty of the writing useful and efficient computer programs in the required time. These are the cause for the software crisis, in which one is the project running over budget. Suppose that the user don't have that budget, even your project is over budget, or software development is over budget, so that can crash your software deployments. Project running over times, take the more times. Software was very inefficient, not working as per the efficiently not working. Software was of the low quality. It is not up to the mark. Software often did not meet the requirements. The software did not meet the user requirements. Projects were unmanageable and code difficult to maintain. So maintenance is difficulty complex. Software was never delivered. So never developed. So these are the maybe the cause of the software crisis. The major cause of software crisis is that the machines have become several order of the magnitude more powerful. To put it quite bluntly, as long as there were no machines, programming was no problem at all. When we had a few big computers, programming becomes a mild problem, and now we have gigantic computers, programming has become equally gigantic problems. So if we look into this figure, by the end of 1960s, the hardware cost had fallen approximately exponentially, and were continuing to do so, while the cost of the software development was rising at a similar rates. तो हार्डवेयर की कॉस्ट अगर आप देखोगे, सो ये ग्रेजुअली क्या हो रही है, फॉल एंड डाउन हो रही है, जबकि जो सॉफ्टवेयर जो कॉस्ट है वो क्या हो रही है, राइज हो रही है. सॉफ्टवेयर क्राइसिस का ये कारण है कि इंक्रीजिंग द डिमांड्स हैं, इंक्रीजिंग कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी है, इंक्रीजिंग द चैलेंजेस हैं, सेम वर्क फोर्स हैं, सेम मेथड्स हैं, सेम टूल्स हैं. सो दीज आर द challenges or maybe the cause for crisis. So what are the solution available for the software crisis? Software engineering. So software engineering is the application of the engineering to develop of the software into systematic methods. IEEE definition of the software engineering is the systematic application of scientific and technological knowledge, methods and experience to the design, implementation, testing and documentation of the software. This is the definition according to IEEE. One of the possible solution of the software crisis is software engineering. As a solution to software crisis, we must apply a disciplinary artistry using tools that help us manage this complexity. The skilled system engineers can, through the use of these techniques and by the application of the system engineering methods and project management skills, reduce the demand placed on engineers. In software engineering, the possible solution to software metrics is the proper use of software metrics and the proper utilization of these metrics. For the implementation of the solution of the problem of the software crisis, some prerequisites are there. Knowledge of the basic statics and experimental design, basic understanding of the commonly used software life cycle models, because the life cycle models are the important which we are using when we are developing any software. Requirement gatherings is also important. Designing of the software is also important, using the data flow diagrams, zero level data flow diagrams, one level data flow diagrams. Even the codings is important, and last one is your testing and feedback regarding your software. Your documentation of software is also important. So taking all in consideration, within budget, within times, efficiently develop a software product is a success of the software product. If we will not take care of these all the parameters, that will cause the crisis or challenges for your software developments. So at least we should focus on these parameters when we are developing any software products, at least to the level covered in an introductory, senior or graduate level software engineer course, experience working as a team members on software development projects. So your project development team must be the skilled, comprises of the skilled persons, so they can take care of your all the parameters. For the project which are delivered late, must adopt the following methodology: project planning and scheduling. For the project which are delivered late, must adopt the following methodology: cost estimation. For the project running out of the budget, cost estimation methodology must be applied. Risk management, in order to core up with the increasing system complexity, risk management should be applied. And finally the conclusion of these all slides relating to the software crisis is thus: we have discussed software crisis, its causes, the present status and possible solutions to this crisis. Software engineering appears to be one of the few options available to tackle software crisis. Software engineering is the application of the systematic, disciplined, quantifiable approach to development, operation and maintenance of the software. That is the application of engineering to the software. It is believed that only the satisfactory solution to the present software crisis can possibly come from a spread of the software engineering practices among the engineers, coupled with further advancements to the software engineering discipline itself. So ultimately, we give the more emphasis or focus on the structured form, or we can say that the design systematic approaches are available in the software engineering. We follow those all the approaches, then we can design or produce a good software products. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.